Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, traders. This is John House speaking, and today we're going to have a look at the XAO. That's the All Ordinaries on the Australian stock market. So let's actually go have a look and let's see what the stock market is actually giving us on the overall All Ords on the market. So let's actually go have a look. Okay, so we can see right now we're having a look at the daily chart. Okay, so this is the daily chart of 1, 2, 3, 4, and a bit months. 4 and a bit months on the daily chart. So, but having a look at the close-up view, okay, having a look at the close-up view of what this stock's really telling us, look what we have here. We have a shoulder, we have a head, and we have a shoulder pattern. So really when you look at it, if I just delete those patterns again and show you on a bigger scale, sorry, on a bigger sort of version, there's your shoulder, there's your head, and there's another shoulder through there. Wow, a powerful head and shoulder pattern. Now, based on this head and shoulder pattern, this is actually saying that it really wants to go to the downside. It really wants to go to the downside. It's showing that. You can see it actually broke out of this head and shoulder pattern to the downside here. But we're just really getting some consolidation through here and also through here. So big consolidation all through here. It doesn't know whether it wants to go up or down. Obviously, we're going to lend an ear to the chart, and it's going to tell us where it wants to go. But right now, we're getting a head and shoulder pattern, which is showing us some interesting stuff. But also, I wanted to show you something here. Let me just delete what we have here now. I wanted to show you something else because we have the head and shoulder to the downside, which is very interesting. But look what we also have here. I've just done my analysis on this. I'm just going to bring up my trend lines that I've pre-put on there already. I've already drawn on there and I've just saved it to my chart. Now, if I just bring across my chart, look what we have here. See this trend line through here? We have a significant. This is the starter. We have resistance, resistance. The resistance became support through here. Look at this. Look at this. It's just hovering around this trend line that I put on here. Look at this, support, support, and all support through here. It just cannot break below it. So right now it's a tug of war between the buyers and sellers. Is this trend line going to hold? Are we going to pop back up to the upside, the 5,600 mark? If we do get a pop, if not, are we going to break down? And if we do break down, are we going to start heading to the downside? And I reckon that if we do start breaking below this trend line, we have probably around the 5,200 mark to achieve. So right now it's at 5,333. I believe we can get down to 5,200 if it starts breaking below this particular trend line. So I wanted to bring your attention to that. Right now we're on a nice head and shoulder pattern formation, okay? Really nice head and shoulder formation pattern breaking down, but we've also got a nice trend line there bouncing up. So right now you can't really say it's in either direction. The overall trend is to the downside, and I'm going to show you something in particular which is showing that very, very straightforward that we are in a downward trend looking at this particular stock. Sorry, the particular All Ords. But right now when we're looking at it, it's okay, the overall trend is to the downside, but we have got some buyers there holding it up, supporting on these trend lines that we're looking at. So, and we'll see who is going to take control of this particular stock. But let me show you something through here now. We can see we have significant support levels, but one thing we do, and in my trading room, I use what we call a moving average. Now that's this wavy trend line through here. Now this is our proprietary moving average we use in our trading room. Okay, the traders in the room, in the room, you know exactly what this moving average is, and we definitely use it every day. And I'm going to show you exactly why we use this every day in this trading room. Look how well this moving average works, and this is how it works on most stocks. Shall I tell you? Look how well this works. Now if I just scroll back here, I'm just going to scroll back just going to scroll back on there. Let's just scroll back say to here. Okay, and look. Let's look what happens here. The market starts breaking below it. Look, it changes the overall trend. This is back in our start of 2002. We're going back to. Okay, just going to go back test data on what this moving average does. It's 2002. Look at it break to the downside. After it closed below this moving average, look at run to the downside, Came back up. We started getting a break above the moving average. Look at it just break to the upside. Now I'm just going to scroll forward, and as I scroll forward, look how it really respects this moving average. I'm still scrolling forward now. I'm just scrolling forward. You can see we've had a nice run to the upside, and all we've had is from here through to here a massive run to the upside. Okay, massive run to the upside. So that's all we've had so far. But notice, look at this. Notice what we have here. We have a 1 bounce, a 2 bounce right on this proprietary moving average we use in the trading room. So what do we have? We have a nice break to the upside. A still breaking to the upside, still breaking to the upside, and it's still an upward trend. You can see it's an over upward trend. Now we have a significant bounce. One bounce through here. Okay, we come down through here. We almost have a second bounce through there. It still cannot break below it. It still cannot break below it. We have another bounce through here, another bounce through here, and so on and so on. Now what I'm trying to show you here is we can see that by looking at this moving average, we had a little bit of breakdown through here, but it came scooting straight back up in this over upward trend, and it came straight back up. One thing I'm showing you is, look at this. If you basically knowing what you know on the historical data seen on this moving average, on what it's actually done, okay, this period moving average on our proprietary moving average on this chart, on our daily chart, we can see, look what's happened here. We've now made a peak, a lower peak, now breaking below this moving average. Now, if you actually saw that, wouldn't you say, okay, I think there's something happening to this stock, hence we get this downward movement through here? Wouldn't that say to you? And when you say, okay, now since that, aren't we in a downward trend instead of an upward trend, just based on historical data? Because as a technical analyst, that's all we can use, is historical data. Okay, that's all we can use. And so based on that, we say, okay, this was a support. Now, as we know, support becomes resistance. So this moving average here has been support, support, support. Now it's likely to become resistance. So as this market's now having a bit of a to the downside, and now it's slowly correcting itself, as it comes up to this moving average, wouldn't you expect a bit of significant resistance? Because in historical data, it's showing a nice significant support. And the answer would be yes. And that's the sort of stuff I teach you in detail, step by step, in lifetime in the trading room. And hence we had a nice little sell-off through there of the moving average being support and being resistance. And now look at it, it's came to the downside where it is right now. But that's just one moving average. I want to show you another moving average I like to use on the weekly chart. Okay, now it's a proprietary moving average that I like to use on a weekly chart. And let me just show you here. Okay, now one thing I like to show you here is, look at this. Now I know a fact that I haven't got much historical data here, but look what we have here. And this is on a weekly chart. Look at this. When the moving averages crossover, look how powerful it is. Crossover, we had a significant move to the downside. Come back up, look at the crossover here. When this crossover happened, this was the start of the bull run. Ever since, we've had nice corrections, but look at the start of the bull run. Just massive bull run to the upside. So right now, I would say in a significant bear market, but I would not say that the bear market is fully in control yet. Based on what I'm looking at, I would say that this 5,000 mark through here, this moving average is going to be a significant support. And how I can say that is look at it back here. We have a significant support through here. Okay, if I scroll back a bit more, scroll back, you can see through here we had a significant resistance as well. So this is a very well respected moving average. Okay, again, it's one of our proprietary moving averages we use on the chart once again. So that's what we use there. So what we're looking at here is we're just looking at stacking the odds on our side. Okay, we're really looking to stack the odds on our side on what we're really doing here. So may you be well. Make sure you do your own homework, and if I see you in the trading room, that'd be fantastic. If not, hope I can use this sort of detailed here to show you what's really going on, and hope you can start doing your homework and find these proprietary moving averages that we use that are definitely going to benefit you in trading. Okay. May you be well. May you do your own homework, and may you look after yourself. And I'll definitely see you next time. Bye for now. Trade in the stock market is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee your profit from the information provided. The information in these videos is meant for educational purposes only. That being said, I've been trading the market profitably for many years. So please, do your own homework and make sure you look after your current financial situation.